Hey there. Hi, everyone. I know I've got a couple people here. This is impromptu. This is a sneak attack. That's right. And Roscoe's with me too. Say hello. Yes. So who is in the house? I know MB, you are here. Who else is here? Anybody? Oh, Alexa off. Oh, she's given me a little trouble lately. So if you guys are able to, I do have the chat box up. You can chat with me there. Just go ahead and it should be on the right side of your screen. And if not, I understand. I can see the number like when people come in, but I don't know that you're here unless you are chatting with me. So you are a fly on the wall, which is just fine. So, and my internet's a little strange, so we'll see how this is going to work because it's just been going in and out. I'm sure I'm not the only one in the world having internet connection problems. So, yeah, I do have a few. Oh, okay. So I'm getting a few texts here. So, oh, Lori, Fluffy Nomo. Hey there, girl. I have to tell you, Roscoe was quite excited to hear Winston barking on your video this morning. You should have seen it. It was so funny. He was just sitting there next to me, and Winston barked, and all of a sudden Roscoe jumped up and barked, and I got that on video. So, oh, okay. Lifestyle of Laura will be in the house soon too. So. Yeah, guys, and I know MB, you are here, but I know that you are working, so I know you may not be able to talk, and that's okay. I'm just really thankful that you all are here. I totally just did this on last minute. I was nervous about doing it. I'm always nervous about going live because you just can't control what happens when you go live. But with everything going on, and I'm really trying to stick to my I know. Wouldn't they? Roscoe and Winston would have a ball together. It's like Roscoe was like looking at the TV, and I could tell he wanted to just play, and he doesn't have any playmates. So he just, I don't know. I've tried to talk John into letting him have a little brother or sister, but yeah, John's not agreeing. So that's all right. I've got my stray cats that I still feed and my squirrel, and John can't tell me I can't do that. So, but yeah, I just thought with everything going on, I would jump on and go live. I'm trying to stick to my 3 videos a week still, and just keep them, just keep them focused on just some positive music and just something that might be useful. I know that we all have a lot on our minds. So for my channel, I'm really trying to just keep things humming along as normally as possible, and keeping our minds focused on something positive. And at the same time, I mean, it's like, how do you even do that under today's circumstances? Like, how do you do that? And so I thought I was distracted today and trying to get some work done. And I thought, I'm just gonna to go live and just see how you guys are doing. So that's a wonderful thing about technology, is that we're all connected. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. Yeah, Lori, I see that on your channel. Like just watching you do beads and just, it's really comforting for me to watch you and other creators just going about life and doing things as normally as possible. I mean, we all know that nothing's normal. Yes, that's right. We're all living life. That's exactly it. And the thing is, when all of this is over, we're all going to have to get back to our lives. So you just can't walk away from it. And I don't talk about, I mean, I felt like doing a live, I can, Life Adventures in Keto. Michelle is in the house. All right, Michelle, thank you so much. I know this is like, I did this last minute. So thank you so much for dropping by. Oh, darling, MB, thank you. Well, it's this hair curler I got, and Yeah, I know, Michelle. Only one shred away from losing it. Keith, yeah, yep. Yeah, MB's in Arizona and Lori's in Hawaii, Ohio. Why did I say Hawaii? Goodness, I think because I'm daydreaming. Um, and Michelle, you are in Tennessee, I think. I think that's where you are. So, but let me know. Let correct us, and you guys feel free to chat amongst yourself if you guys want to reach out. And then, of course, Lifestyle of Laura is in. I know she'll be joining us if she can, and she's in Michigan. Hey, Tony's in the house. Anthony McNett, Strongman Lifestyle. Hey, I have my water bottle here and my breach amino acid. And this ad is brought to you by, no, just kidding. It is not sponsored, of course. I get no joy, nothing from sharing this stuff except that it works for me. So, Tony, I'm glad you could join. Yes, breach. This stuff's great. I actually took some of it and gave it to my daughter the other night when she came by. She's on a like a I don't like to share like personal stuff. Aw, thanks. Thank you, MB. MB and I have been friends since we were like 10 years old. So, I mean, she knows me through and through. So, oh, right. Oh, you're out walking. Oh, so hey to the kids and the wife if you're all together. That's awesome that you guys can get outside. So let me just tell you guys what's kind of going on here. I know you guys are going through it too. It's just, we're all going through it. And what freaked me out this morning is, because I'm trying to keep everything on my channel positive, and then then there's real life. So I'm watching the news this morning, and so of course they're saying, all right, if you guys are out doing a non-vital function, you are doing a non-vital function, then you have to just know that you will be fined $1,000 or can serve up to a year in jail. If you want to walk your dogs, you can walk your dogs, stay away from each other. We'll have police in the park enforcing the social distancing thing. I mean, it's getting real. So it's, I mean, not that we weren't doing that before, we were, but, I know a lot of people weren't. In our state here in Colorado, I think particularly in the Denver area, I just think a lot of people really weren't, from what I know and have heard from other people, they weren't doing what they should have done. So now it's hitting us hard, but I know it's been hitting you guys closer to the East Coast much harder and faster. You guys were dealing with this, I think, because we have a lot of international people coming in from to the ski countries. It's, that's why we've had, we get in trouble because of that. And that's what was happening. So anyway, guys, I am not a reliable source for information. If you want reliable, real information regarding all of the stuff that's going on in Voldemort, who just seems to not want to leave us alone, and you guys, then, you need to report to a responsible news reporter, because I'm just sharing my experience. So Voldemort, oh my gosh, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I think everyone on here knows what we mean when we say Voldemort. And I was hey, Lifestyle of Laura is in the house, Michigan. How's it going, girl? Yeah, I think we all know what we mean when we say that. And a lot of us are Harry Potter fans, or at least our kids are. So I was personally a fan. And I was thinking about this the other day, how we all read those books and these young kids were dealing with this harsh reality, and how, I mean, in my mind, I thought, you know what? There's just no way that, I mean, in one way, I kind of feel like, well, maybe, this is too much for these young kids. Maybe we shouldn't be talking to them. Somebody's walking by. Another person. Oh, hello. It's lonely out there. But yeah, maybe we're being too harsh with our kids, and subjecting them to this kind of stuff. and then I look back and I go, well, maybe that's exactly what they needed, because this is real life, and we're, our kids are dealing with it too. And even though that was fiction, in a lot of ways, there's some resemblance. I mean, you have to look hard and it's symbolic, but it is like really, really interesting what our kids are going through. So, you with young kids, I know Tony and I think most of us, like I'm an empty nester, so I don't have young kids at home. So, and I look down, my camera's up here and I look down. So I know this is not a great camera angle, and you're seeing all of my lines and wrinkles. Well, my glasses are covering up some of my wrinkles, but I have been limiting my my makeup and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna be wasting makeup. I've been like slathering on the coconut oil. So what are you guys noticing? Like, what's the biggest thing? Like, I know, like, we're all having trouble focusing. Lifestyle of Laura. I'm having trouble focusing, and oh, good. I'm glad the angle's not too bad. I was looking at my video that I did the other day. I always put a video out like 3 times a week, and it's always like a day or two delayed. And I was looking at the one where I'm looking this way and talking to John, because he won't be on camera. One day he's very rarely on camera. And I was looking at him this way, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you can just see my old lady saggy jaws. But that's all right. It's real life. So yeah, I was so distracted this morning, and I was trying to get some work done. And I do these little chats with clients and colleagues. And oh yeah. So you've been lifestyle of Laura. You've been like struggling with asthma. I can get that because oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you, lifestyle of Laura. Oh, thank you. Yeah, just oh yeah, chicken. I know. My sister's 13 years younger than me. And it used to be that we looked about the same age. And now when I tell her, well, how old do I look now? And she'll say, you look really young. I can always tell by the neck, though. And I'm like, go away. I don't want to hear that. So, yeah, that asthma, my daughter has that. And it's exercise. It was exercise induced in high school is what they called it, because she played a lot of sports, and then she would have that. And yeah, the crepe neck. That's another. I know. I thought eating more keto and natural, like the fats. I really do think that's helping my skin a little bit, but there's only so much you can do. So, yeah, but yeah, who's working? Who is actually having to go out? Let us know if you want to. Who's actually having to go out and work and you're not able to stay at home? Let us know. So yeah, okay. Life adventure in keto, Michelle. You're going out. Yeah. So yeah, but my daughter has the asthma, and it's gotten really, really like right now she's okay, but she gets it seasonally, and it's the thing is, when you're stressed, and it almost mimics a panic attack in a way. I used to have to take her into the ER to get the what do you call it, the oxygen, I forget what they call it now, but it's almost like a panic attack. So yeah, a lot of you are still working, having to go to work. In our community, we are allowed to get out if we are taking care of an elderly person or a family member who needs us. We are allowed to go out for that. Nebulizer, yes, that's right. Yeah, of course that lifestyle of Laura. Yeah, we'd have to go in for that. So, yeah. Oh, MC Mod Squad is here. I didn't see you come in, so that's awesome. I don't know why. Maybe you're not. Oh, there you are. Awesome. Oh, yeah. And MC Mod Squad, you are going out. I know you are having to, and you are sort of not kind of near me out here in Western, in the Western part of the world, in the country. But I know you are on the road a lot. So you're out there. You're out there on the front line. So you be careful out there. I would not want to be, I would not want to be out there. I don't have to be. So my husband does, and he's considered vital, critical manufacturing. So he has to go out every day. And yeah, for sure. MC Mod Squad, you for sure be careful, because I know that that's hard. And people, even the people out on the road, I think that have to drive, especially, I know where you're driving, and that's rough. They're distracted. They're just distracted. So their mind is not on driving, and it's not a really safe place. I don't think, to be out there. So, there's like, for many reasons, it's not a good place to be if you don't have to be. So, oh, yes. Yeah, I agree. Lifestyle of Laura, walking, running, and lifting weights helps. I totally agree. And I'm trying to stick to my 3 days a week. Being able to share that on my channel helps me, because I have been going to the gym and meeting a friend, and that's totally different than just being in your basement by yourself. So knowing that I kind of feel like you're with me when I'm doing that. Although I'm still like I try not to put a whole lot of that on, but a little bit of it, just to hopefully, help you guys stay motivated too. Yeah, I, I can, it's like right now, it's hard to stick with all of it. You're trying to get the cardio, you're trying to lift. Like I try to do core, and oh, okay. Lifestyle event. Okay, Michelle, your son suffered from a reversible airway dysfunction. Oh gosh, yeah. That is scary. That is really scary. Oh, that's really scary. So, luckily my daughter is very healthy now, but she does get allergies this time of year, and even as an adult has to go in sometimes. Her oxygen, her pulse ox will be low. So, just wanting to make sure I'm not missing anyone. And yeah, but just getting back to the distraction. So, this morning I'm trying to focus, and I work part-time. In my job is completely, this is where I just get to show up and do something creative. For years, I really did not do much that was creative. And I think, I'm left-brained, but I'm also very right-brained, and I need to have a place to express that creativity and to do something fun. And when my husband thought he might retire 5 years ago, I said, I need a hobby, because it's going to drive me nuts. Because I retired from my profession basically, but I do freelance work now, just a little bit, and just enough to keep me busy a few hours a day. And but I knew that I needed to find something to do, and I just Lori, I know you are very crafty, and you do macrame and all of that. And I tried to knit and crochet when I was younger, and I start off with the perfect, the perfect knots, and they just get tighter and tighter and tighter. And then I have to go back and I unravel them and I start all over. And I'm trying to be mindful, and because that is a great meditation practice. If you want to meditate, and you're not a person who wants to just sit, quietly, and you can't focus on your breathing, knit or crochet, because you have to stay in the moment with each stitch. I don't even know if that's the right word, but really, your lifestyle of Laura, your temperature is 1 degree lower than normal. That's interesting. Yeah. And not the other. Yep, I agree. I think a lot of people have had that. I was watching Gray Wolf Fitness this morning. He and Sue did that tag video, and they were talking about that too, how I think a lot of people have had it and they don't realize it. I know someone really close to me, not that I've had contact with, that we're pretty sure they had it. Almost positive they had it, but it was back in around the end of January, beginning of February. So, but because a lot of people were coming in from the ski resorts into metro, like Denver area, they, who knows where this thing got spread. So that's interesting. My husband does, he has this thermal equipment that he measures temperatures. Like usually it's for an engineering sort of projects. So he was out at work, and what they've been doing is they hold they've been playing with it's like thermo imaging kind of stuff, and they have been testing it on a few people and noticing that their skin surface is different. I mean, this is why we take temperatures internally, not externally, because everybody's skin temperature it fluctuates and it's different. So, all right, let's see. Not abnormal to have lower temperature. So, yeah. So Tony's just saying not abnormal to have lower temperatures. Had a guy with a 96.4 temp the other day. Wow, that was normal for him. Yeah, that's interesting. So that's even an internal temperature. People are different. So Laura, you think you might have had it back in January? That's what I'm hearing. A lot of people think that they might have had it. So, oh yeah, Mary Beth, your friend in Arizona says they had a terrible cold in December and January too. Yep, that's what people are saying. It's like around January, probably a lot of people did have it. So, yep. So, okay, good. Lifestyle, Laura, your store finally got chickens, so you didn't have to drive to the other town. That's good. I got chicken, and I had to get Great Value chicken because that's all they had. And my chicken breast, it was like a 12-ounce chicken breast. I'm like, holy cow! I doubled a recipe, and I only used one chicken breast. So. Oh, so did you? Okay, because you guys are pretty close, Lifestyle of Laura. So I have a very good friend in Detroit. So, in fact, her and I talked last night. We talk every week on the phone, and yeah. Oh, during January, yeah. That. Yeah, I remember you were sick, Lori. I remember some of your videos where you were talking about that, and you were sick. So I wonder how many people actually had it, and they didn't even know that they had it. So that's why this thing can't be contained. It just can't be contained. So because even in our state, and I know we're not supposed to like this whole thing about YouTube and the algorithms, and I try to stay on point with my channel and not do anything that's going to get me in trouble. So yeah, so no meds to take. Yeah, it's a virus. Yeah, that's right. There's nothing that you can do. Just like you would do with like a flu, like not a flu, but like well, maybe a flu. Like when your kids are sick and they say all you can do is give them chicken noodle soup and Jello or whatever. In 2 weeks to recover. Yeah, it's not like a sinus infection, which a lot of people get this time of year anyway, and that's a problem. Like, is this, what is it? But I know it's different symptoms. But a lot of people get sick with allergy-related things going on. So yeah, that's exactly it, Michelle. Life Adventures in Keto. It's allergy season, and my family, except for me, all have allergies pretty bad. I don't. I just say, well, maybe, I don't know why. I spent a lot of time on a farm with the cows and the pigs and all of that. So maybe when I was growing up. So yeah, that's a good point. I think all of us could do that, and Tony. And I'm calling you by your channels names because if anybody joins later and they aren't familiar, I just want them to know who I'm referring to. But Anthony McNett, yeah, boost your immune system with vitamin C. That is true. Yeah, and exercise boosts your immune system. So, oh yeah, sinus. Yeah, the sinus infections are bad, and they hold on. They really hold on. So, and we try to like we always know when one's coming on. My kids growing up always got them around September and then around March or April, and they would start getting sick. Their nose, they would just kind of get sick. And then they would, as soon as they got a little bit of a headache or some postnasal drip, I'm like, oh man. So, we try to clear it up before it got into an infection, but it's hard to do, and especially when they're at school in a petri dish, basically. That's what we used to call it. So, yeah, lots of vitamin C. I need to start taking more of that for sure. Yep. Oh, that's good. So Lifestyle of Laura, you guys, I bet our pharmacy does too. I'm afraid to go near our pharmacy, anywhere near sick people at all. Our Walgreens, it's right next to a couple of retirement homes. So there's a lot of elderly people that are in there. That's who goes in there. And I just don't want to go in there if I don't have to. But I bet you they have some good information and tables to show the difference. That would be really good. Yeah. And if you are healthy, it may not attack you. I've heard that too. In fact, some people have it and they really don't have that many symptoms. So, but yeah, taking the kiddos out of school is one of the best things that's happened. Yeah, for sure. I agree. I know it's hard on the mamas and daddies who are home, but it had to be done. I mean, yeah, I know my sister works from home and her husband works from home, and they have 3 kids and they're all home and they're still working because they all work from home, and they've got these 3 kids now. They're doing online schooling, and yeah. So, yeah, and zinc. Yep. According to the physician yeah. Okay. Take zinc. That's good to know. Life Adventure and keto. I didn't even think about zinc. So yeah, that's good to know. I do take a multivitamin with minerals. So, oh, thanks. Okay, Lifestyle of Laura is going to IG message most of us the table. That's awesome. Thank you. And then I will. If I get it and you guys don't get it, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll forward it to you. Because MB, I don't know if you're, well, you can always hook up with Lifestyle of Laura and then she can get it to you. So yeah, just go to Lifestyle of Laura's Instagram account and send her a friend request, and then she can make sure you get it. So that's awesome. Thank you. So yeah, but yeah, distractions. So I'm trying to stay focused this morning. Friday mornings are usually my time to I call it follow-up Friday. Oh, okay, MB, got to run. You stay healthy and happy. I love you. You take care. Reach out if you need anything. So, but trying to just not get distracted. I do try to work a little bit on Friday and then take Saturday, Sunday completely off. And so I'm like scrambling around. I don't really do a whole lot of housework on Friday. I just try to stay, just stay on top of my work and just get that done. Follow up Friday. So, so this morning I really did something pretty stupid. I went and I was going to cook an egg, and I put my pan on the stove and I turned it on and I sprayed the pan. And then for some reason, I got totally distracted. And I think Roscoe was wanting to go outside. And for some reason, I decided to go up the stairs. And I think I was going to get my other shoes. And I forgot about the pan, And I hear this, I smell this noise. And luckily, Roscoe started barking. And I ran down the stairs and took the pan off the stove. So, and then I came over to start my live, and I'm like, oh, I need my coffee. I went and got my coffee. And then I thought, all right, I need to get my water. I had forgotten that I'd already gotten my water ready. I'd gotten my jug out, put my water in it, put my breech in it, and had it sitting here. And I'd even sipped on it a few times this morning. And I just couldn't, I forgot that I did that. So that was kind of scary. And that's when I realized I am super distracted. And yeah, I pretty much worthless. So I just decided to close up shop for the day and just go live. So, yep. But, guys, I know it's scary. I hope you're all staying well and taking good care of yourself. Let's do our vitamin C and our zinc and, just lean into each other. I think, yes, and stay hydrated. And that's why I've been doing my amino acids electrolyte blend because it helps me to stay hydrated. I know you guys, I honestly, I promise you, I don't get a dime from talking about this stuff. So, but it just is something I've been doing. So staying hydrated, that's really hard to do, I think, right now. It's hard to remember to do things. Right, my doorbell's ringing, but I don't know who it is, and I don't know that I should get it. All right, guys, I'm just gonna go. All right, in case it's a neighbor needing me, I'm gonna run, check on her. I'll just leave this running. If you guys have to go, fine. I shouldn't be too long. If you're still here, I'll see you when I get back. Oh, hi, Tony. Hang on one second. Okay, guys, that is my neighbor, and he might need me. He's in his 80s, and he wouldn't be knocking on the door if he didn't need me. And I don't want to. I'm looking down there. I don't want him to. I need to be there for him. So thank you, everyone, so much for joining me. And I can honestly say, you guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much. I'll leave this going for a few minutes if you guys want to keep chatting, but I'll be gone. And just stay as long as you like and chat, okay? And then I'll shut it off when I come back. Okay. No, you're fine. Yeah. Okay, let me get you my number. All right, we still have a couple people here. I'm still gone, guys. I'm just came in to check real quick. Keep chatting and enjoy for as long as you want. I'll maybe be back, maybe not. So Hey, we still have two people here. Word space. Cool. So who's still here? I have I'm showing 2 people, but that's not, Lori, I'm assuming you're still here, and you might have left and it just hasn't refreshed yet. So I guess I don't usually refresh it. So I'm just going to sit here a minute and just see if anybody else is still here. And, oh, cool. Okay, good, Lori. It looks like most everybody else left. So Wordscapes. I don't play Wordscapes. I need to maybe do that. I need a hobby besides YouTube. So, but yeah, so my neighbor, I got a phone call from my neighbor across the street, and then the neighbor next to me. They were worried about this truck that was parked out in front of our houses for 3 hours yesterday, and we're not sure who it was. So, oh, okay. Oh, is he going to go live in a bit? Cool. I will join his live. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. I probably should. He's going to set up to lift. Is he going to lift while he's doing live? That would be, yeah, I don't think I could do that. But that's cool. Maybe I could get my dumbbells and just play along while he's talking. So, well, anyway, my neighbor's fine. He's just, he's in his 80s. He had surgery, and he was worried about the car that's parked in the neighborhood that nobody seems to know about. So I wonder if I'm one of the 2. I wonder how that works. But anyway, all right. Well, Lori, I'll let you. Thanks for hanging around. You are my inspiration, girl. You know that. I don't know if you noticed. Like you do things on your channel, and then it's like, maybe I could do that, or maybe I could do that. I mean, my channel is like eclectic too. I just kind of go in different directions, and then people say, if you hunker down and focused on a topic, you grow faster. And I'm like, yeah, but then I wouldn't have as much fun. So, this is like for fun. But yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna go over and check on Tony's channel, and let's go support him. I'll go join him. And yeah, so thanks for joining though today, Lori. That was awesome. My favorite people were here, so most of them were here. So that was great. Whoops. All right, I'm just getting some text here. So, all righty. Okay, well, I will see you guys over on Tony's channel. If anybody's watching this live, go on over to Anthony McNett Strongman Lifestyle, and let's continue the conversation. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Take good care of yourselves.